We need to have this conversation about Selena Gomez. We need to have a conversation about Rare Beauty. We need to have this overdue conversation, Malaysian conversation about Rare Beauty. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Ryan, and today I'll be doing like a very long overdue Rare Beauty review. Rare Beauty finally. Rare Beauty finally launched in Malaysia, in Asian countries. So I think they recently launched back in July, and immediately I just went on the Sephora website and just got a few of their products. I didn't get all of them. I got the concealer. I didn't get their foundation because I read a lot of mixed reviews about it. Some said it was way too oily, way too slippery for their skin, and some said it was more meant for like drier skin types. Some even said that it was like their holy grail, but most of the reviews were leaning more towards drier skin, where the foundation was a lot like oilier and more slick. So that's not gonna work well with me because I need oil control, I need coverage, because the foundation claimed to not be super full coverage and it was more to like light medium coverage. So I didn't want to waste a ton of money on that. And mind you, Rare Beauty is a lot more expensive here in Malaysia compared to in the US due to the shipping fees and all that. So I don't want to get into all of that, but what I got was their concealers, their liquid blush. I also got their Dewy lip balm, and I think I got like a free a free liquid lipstick. Yeah, matte cream lipsticks. This one. If y'all are not on Zeus Coffee, I don't know how y'all living your lives, cause Zuzu got the sauce, y'all.
Zuzu got the sauce, y'all. She got the sauce.
I've already had like my whole skincare primer down, sunscreen. I've had all of my skin prep going on a lot earlier. I've even had my brows done because I had an interview earlier today for like I'll keep that hush hush. Anyway, so I'm gonna get right into the concealer. So this is the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. It retails for about 93 Malaysian ringgit. So that is a high-end price. Definitely tested it out beforehand. This is not like a first time review or whatever. Definitely have my thoughts on it. It has like a really big doe foot applicator. Yeah, like so. Really does go in nicely, and I like how like the tip of it is like hugged, so like you can definitely go into them corners. Like I said, I'm not gonna do much for my base today. I just really want to keep everything on a down low and a minimal. I'm just gonna put it on spots where I find that I have a little bit more redness, a little bit more I would say in need of being evened out. So it's just like certain spots, like this little guy named here Stephanie, like I don't know, Stephanie needs to go, and she's gone. This is okay. I'll say that the texture of this concealer is definitely more on the thicker side as compared to the reviews for the foundation, where they said the foundation was very liquid-like, too much of a liquid and somewhat oily. So this does not feel that way. This is actually very, very nice. It's definitely medium to high coverage, and personally, this is what they don't want to tell you. Concealers are just like foundations. It's just they have a lot more pigment in them, and they have more of a punch. So if you guys are struggling to know what to get, just get a concealer. And I don't mean this just for like Rare Beauty, I'm talking about any other brand. Just do that. Save your coins.
You know, that's just my opinion. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say.
So I'm just blending this in the inner corners of my eyes where I would want them to like brighten up a little bit more. And I will say that with this, I don't really need a lot of reinforcements. I don't have to put on like a ton of like concealer, or I don't have to like color correct that much, because really does have like a brightening effect. I got the shade 200C, so it was a little bit more cool tone. On the Sephora website, it didn't really state like they did say the undertone of it and stuff like that, but they don't have like a good display of the swatches. Even while I was on the Sephora website, I was like checking the swatches and all that. I didn't really feel like that was an accurate depiction that I could use or follow for, for right now I buy it. So that would be a bit misleading. But so far, I don't know, I have a good eye when it comes to like color matching. Don't ask me to do that for you, because I can't. I can only do it for my skin tone, because I know my skin very well. I will say that you can use this concealer, you can leave it on for a while and it would still be very movable and, blendable. It's not like some concealers where you just leave it on for a few seconds and they just will not budge. So I'm just doing like these little stiffling motions. Just want to evenly blend this out, and you can already tell like how much more awake actually look like, because I had no makeup on for this besides sunscreen and primer. And just like that, all of my redness kind of like disappeared. Definitely want to reiterate the fact that this is definitely a buildable concealer, so you can definitely build it up as much as you want, but I'm not going to do that because I ain't got nowhere to be. The finish is definitely a luminous matte. It's not oily. It doesn't feel oily. That's the thing. It doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel uncomfortable where it's like super matte. It does leave like a very radiant finish, which I like, without the concealer being too sheer. So I think this is this packs a lot more punch compared to the foundation, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, oh my god, what is that? It is pouring rain outside. I'm having like 3 lightings right here. It's pouring. It's a thunderstorm outside. So if you guys hear thunder, then that's out of my control. That's literally God telling you all to hydrate yourselves and leave me alone. Yeah. I definitely do love how, as a concealer, you would definitely expect this to pack a lot more punch than a foundation. Just makes more sense that way. But I definitely do love the radiant finish that it gives. It definitely does have a matte finish to it. A radiant matte, if you will. And just a tiny bit, you can actually just spread it out and it just covers the whole area. So if you guys are wondering what you should spend on, just spend your points on the concealer, because the concealer will last you a long time. I think you only need like 5 dots on this on the different areas of your face, and you have like a good even base. And like what it claims, it's definitely weightless. I don't feel like there's anything on my skin right now. I definitely do think that you can build this up and you'll still be very, very lightweight. Like you won't feel that much on your skin. I'm just blending this out. I do want to comment though, because like with this concealer, because I definitely like packed it on a punch at one point, and I went outside for a bit, and I found that there was like creasing under my eyes, and creasing is very like unavoidable. Even with powder and all that, if the lines are there, then they're there. But with this, I can still see like some creasing there. And not that it bothers me or anything, but it definitely does show that the product is somewhat like hydrating, and you may need to work your way around it. So yeah, this is the concealer. Nothing too out of the ordinary. It's definitely very buildable, lightweight. I don't feel like I've anything on my skin at the moment, and yeah, it's very flexible as well. So that's why I like it. I will definitely recommend this concealer. It is pricey, but if I were to compare it with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, it is a lot, I would say it feels a lot more lightweight and a lot more movable, but the coverage is nearly identical, where they're both high coverage concealers. It's just this one is more flexible, where you can build it up without it looking cakey, whereas the L'Oreal Infallible one, it does get cakey at the end of the day, especially if you put on more of it, because I mean, it's a matte concealer anyway, so yeah, these are just options for you guys. So when I tell you that Zeus Coffee has the range, they do, honey, because one of the best coffees I've ever had, hands down. So next, I'm gonna move on to blush. This definitely had garnered its own cult following. This is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush, and I have the shade here in Joy, and I heard Joy is one of Selena Gomez's favorite shades. And I will definitely attest to the fact that it is a rather... Oof, shit, sorry. It is a, I would say like an apricot, pinky, like a peachy pink apricot color. Yeah, it's like that. It's definitely running along the lines of pink, not orange, and definitely not red. This is a very peachy pink color, so very interesting, I would say. On the Sephora website, it says that it's a weightless, long-lasting liquid blush that blends and builds beautifully for a soft, healthy blush. And it's also available in matte and dewy shade ranges. So for the shade in Joy, this is in a radiant finish, so I would expect a healthy glow out of it. So just like the concealer, this is also a doe foot applicator, and it has like a little like tip like that, like a slanted tip, so you can just like dot it on and you're like good to go. So I find that really cool. You don't really see this a lot in the market, so good on you, Selena. So what I typically do, it doesn't smell like anything, by the way. So what I first did with this liquid blush is that I kind of put on too much. So like a liquid blush, I would like take it and just like dot it like that and just blend it out. I found that with this blush, it made me look too clownish because it was super, super pigmented. So definitely do thread lightly with this one. If I did not mention, this retails for a whopping 98 Malaysian ringgit for this blush, and it is 0.25 fluid ounces, so it's roughly around 7.5 milliliters. I will say that despite it being 98 Malaysian ringgit, this is definitely gonna last you a long time because you do not need that much. I learned that you can put it like on the back of your hands and just take it and dab it, or you can just put like one dot like that and share it out with your fingers. Because the first time I used this, I put 3 dots. So imagine how that would look like. So even when I'm sharing it out with the concealer and all that, it really does melt into the skin. And as you can see, even with lighting and whatnot, it has like this really radiant sort of finish that I like. Definitely does make you look healthy and flush. Like, you know, someone cute noticed you and you're like flushing. Ooh, he noticed me. Another tip is that you can definitely take it at the back of your hand and then just like share it out on your skin like that. Definitely packs a punch, as you can see. And what I tend to do is that I will go over it with a damp sponge. The sponge is definitely gonna take some of the product off, but that is, I mean, that's pretty much the function of it. You are blending it out, you know. So generally with blush, I would like to put it like this section. And on days when I want to look a little bit more lifted, like, you know, like I've been drinking my protein shakes and working out excessively, I would like to put it at the top, just to give my face a little bit more of a lift, a little bit of snatchery. And another tip that I recently filmed this for like my Instagram Reels, is that I usually take a bit of the concealer and I just put a a little bit on the back of my hands. And this is what 200C looks like, by the way. It's a neutral cool. It doesn't look too pink. It still has some of that neutral yellowish undertone in there. So it's definitely like perfect for my skin tone because I'm not that cool tone and I'm not that warm either. I'm somewhere just in like a neutral, just somewhere in the middle. So yeah, I definitely do take a bit of that and I just mix it with the blush, with the liquid blush. And what this does is that it gives you like a very muted blush tone, I would say. It gives you like a very muted color. So with that, I literally just go like a bit on my nose and just a bit on top. This is for anybody who doesn't want to like waste excess blush on the back of their hands, and if they want to reinforce their look a little bit more to look a bit more flushed, but you don't want to look too clownish, this is the trick. You can definitely just put a little bit of foundation or concealer on it and just mix it up and then just like pat it out on your skin like that. And this is gonna give you that, I would say, sun kiss, but not really looking like you've been bullied by the sun kind of look. So this is what it looks like without, you know, without powder or anything. This is what the blush looks like. And now we're gonna move on to lips. Change your mind, change your plans, change your mind. Look at how I just changed my mind like that, just like that.
And I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Anyway, I think I'm just gonna do like a quick eye look. I'm gonna be replicating one of Selena's looks. I think that she did while she was promoting her new single and also promoting like the new collection from Rare Beauty that we don't have yet here in Malaysia. So I'm just gonna use like this SHEGLAM palette by Shein. I think I'll probably give this a review. I bought some makeup from Shein and really it's not bad. I'm just gonna mix a bit of these two together and just like put it in the crease. So I'm just gonna blend that right in, and like how you can find your crease is by relaxing your eye a little bit and lifting your brows. And the brush, just let the brush follow the rhythm of your eyelids and you can definitely find your crease. So another tip, if you want to like blend out any harsh lines that you have and you don't exactly have any other clean brushes, I mean I do, it's just I'm lazy to go get them. I always just clean it with like this brush cleaner, or you can always just like use a wet wipe and just like go over it along the edges so that, you know, you don't get any harsh lines and everything looks well blended. If anybody comes up to you and has an attitude, just tell them to blend out your eyeshadows before even talking to you, okay? Just, some people really be trying it. I mean, Selena had like this really like brownish kind of like taupe sort of shade for her eyelids. And then after that, she had just a solid gold color like all along this region here. So that's what I'm gonna do. But before doing that, I am gonna use this shade, this little highlighting glow perfector by Kamelia Cosmetics. Already did a review, check it out, it's in my channel. This is just like pure gold orgasmic speckles, you know. Look at that. Look at that. And if you go along the lids like that. Yes, bitch. Now her eyeshadow palette that I don't have, she has like a little topper for her eyelids as well to get the gold to really stand out. So I don't have that, so I'm gonna go in with this gold, this yellow gold that's very reminiscent of the gold that I just put on, but this one has more sparkles in it. So I'm gonna go over that with a wet brush. And just right on top of it, just put it. Oh my god. This is just someone call 911. Okay. I'm just gonna go back with this brush that I used earlier for the brown parts, and I'm just gonna like even that out a little bit. So this is what it looks like with the liner. Not the best at liner, but I tried. This is as good as it gets. Tried to do a little bit of a wing, and it's definitely kind of tough to do a liner, especially when you have hooded eyes. This eye here is a little bit more folded than this one. So yeah, this is, I tried to be really even with it, but this is as good as it gets. I've also powdered my face off camera. I just put like powder under my eyes to not have it crease so much. And yeah, this is like the look. So last but not least, we have lips. I've gotten their Rare Beauty with Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm, and I have the shade here in Praise, and Praise is a lovely nude rose, a very nude rose kind of shade. It's definitely very sheer, and it feels very nice on the lip. It's very sheer, but I wasn't really expecting that much coverage from this, because this definitely has a lot of pigment. It definitely feels very balmy. It definitely does lock in moisture. It's not super thick like a Vaseline lip balm, but it definitely does have like a very moisturizing kind of feel to it. That I got this for was about 79 Malaysian ringgit. That is a lot for a lip balm. But then again, like I said, shipping fees, international, what do you call that? The currency conversion rates and all that, it's definitely going to be a lot more expensive here in Malaysia compared to you buying it as a US citizen. So this little guy right here, this is like a free gift. Thanks, by the way. This is the matte lip cream. This is the lip souffle in the shade Fearless. And Fearless is a very dark color actually. I don't think I would use it on its own, like all over my lid. Person, it actually looks more red. It's like a rosewood brown color. It smells really good though. It's a rosewood brown color, and it's definitely like a deeper shade. It's I don't know how to explain this color. It's rosewood. It's like a brown and a red together, but it's like a deeper color. And this is how it looks like after you shade it out. It's definitely giving you brown, that's for sure. It's definitely very pigmented, so thread lightly on that. I wouldn't use this on, you know, as a full lip, but I would use it as an accent color. Like I would put it on top of my lip balm. You know what, let me try. It smells lovely. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the center of my lip. So I'm gonna do a bit of an ombre effect here. It really does give a very nice color. It's like the nuded rose shade here, along with the rosewood brown color here. It really does give you like a very... Oh, this is really good. It definitely does give you that natural, but somewhat still like noticeable lip color. I'm just using it as like an accent color, like a lip stain, rather than like all over my lips, because I really want it to be like a natural look for myself, although my eyes say otherwise. But yeah, this is the final look. So this is a finished look using Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty line and also replicating one of her looks. I definitely do love Rare Beauty's messaging and like how inclusive they are of other races and colors. You can tell that Selena has definitely put her heart into this brand. And it's not like a celebrity brand where, you know, you just put your name on it, put your face on it, and you're good to go. It's, you can tell that she has put her heart into this. And so I'm really happy to see that, you know, Rare Beauty is doing so well, and I think they do deserve it. Not everybody's gonna love the line, but personally I do. I definitely do think that the blush and the lip balm are the standout products of this entire line, and I can't wait to get more of the shades. Do let me know what you guys think about this look today and what your experiences are with the Rare Beauty collection. And if you guys have any questions, I do feel free to like drop it down in the comments below. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you for tuning in with me today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.